is Irontrader. It is Tuesday morning. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil, WTI, and Brent. We'll take a look here at natural gas, gold, silver, and Bitcoin. And we'll take a look here at the Nasdaq futures, which are up here about $1.03 right now. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation by Sunny Stock Market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, here we have the old crude oil. Okay, now remember the API report will be out today at 4:30, and we'll see, exactly if we have a build or draw, or we'll see what's going on here. Now again, T-Man here is going to be blocking these tankers here in the Straits of Hormuz, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out. I just don't think it's going to come all the way down here, and I don't think it's going to go all the way up. I think this is going to be just higher for longer kind of a situation. Okay, now we look at the downside today. We made this low of 95.20 level. So all we got to do is look right to the left of the chart here. What he hit is 95.25. That's going to be your support level right here. Okay, see this right there? Very, very nice. Now we start losing that, and we'll come right down to the bottom here. You're looking at 92.08. Then we'll be looking right here to the bottom of this candle at that 91.05 level. Okay, now we also have, if we lose that, we have 89.51 level. We come down here at that 86.46 level, and then all we do is look for that price channel, 84.37, just the bottom of that candle right there. And then we have that right there, that nice 50 at sitting at 82.92 level. Okay, but right now here, as long as this level here holds, right here at the bottom of this candle, that 91.05 level, I think this is here going to be nice, good sideways action trading within this candle. Now, on the upside, we've got to watch this 21-day. That's going to be very, very key. You can see yesterday we popped right above the 8-day, came right on down, and we closed below that 21-day, and that's usually not too good, but we have a sideways action. You have a lot of things on the table here going on with crude oil. Okay, so 98.62 is what you're watching on the upside. Your next level is going to be top of this candle at 142. Then we're looking right here at that 102.51 level. That's going to be very, very key. Now, you can see here how that 8-day is still above the 21-day. The 50 days moving up, 100 days moving up, and 200 days moving up here. So this is still looking very, very nice, good uptrending chart. Okay. Now, we get above that 102.53 level. Well, then obviously we're going to come to test yesterday's high at that 105.63. Okay. Then next level right there is going to be 106.86. And we look right to the bottom of this candle, 108.89. We looked at the top there, 109.19, and then we just follow the candles up here, 113.97, 115.48, and then we have your nice retest, 117.63, and then 19.48. That is your big breakout. Now, you can see here, if we look at this weekly chart here, okay? So the 8-day is holding very nicely. You can see here how it just ran right on up here, held it nicely. We're holding it right there, holding it. And so far we're holding it. So this is going to be very, very key on a closing basis, that 95.24. That's what I'm saying. We just hold it right here. Okay, you got 95.25 just sitting right there. This is going to be your key level that we need to hold on a closing basis as far as the crude. If we start losing it, I say, then we have to watch that next level, that 95.105, and then we have support here. But remember, you're going to probably go right down to that 50-day at 82.93. Now, when you look at oil at the 90s here, or even like in the 80s here, that's still very, very high, and it's still going to raise up gasoline prices up quite a bit there, for the simple reason is now you got summer driving coming in here, and now your demand is going to start picking up. And if you can't supply that demand, what happens? Prices got to go up here. Okay, now we have this 52 that's not overbought, oversold. The green is over the red, which shows momentum to the downside, which is obviously pretty obvious here. But I just think we're going to be trading here sideways action here, so don't get too excited one way or the other. Easy way to trade this is UCO for the long, SCO for the short. Works out very, very nicely. Okay, let's take a look here now at Brent crude. Okay, here we have Brent crude. Okay, so now you can see here, now we're holding this key 8 SMA. Now, where WTI, it held that 8-day and then it bounced up here. This one went all the past, but it came right back up again. The same way here we're holding it. So this is get a key level is at 98.97. You got to hold that on a closing basis if you're trading the old Brentski. Okay, so here what we're looking for. Today's low, we had that 96.48 level. We start losing that level. We start losing this 98 level. Then we're going to come right down here to the bottom. You're looking at that 94.24 level. And then we look to the bottom of the candle. Just click on that price channel right there. And that's what you got is 90.01. And then here's your big target at 97.82. Okay, so that's going to be your big target. Now, on the upside, you can see here how the 8-day already crossed the 21-day, but now we have this sideways action. Now, yesterday, it rallied right on up here, okay, and then went through the 8-day. Where did it go? Right into that 21-day, stopped it cold, okay, and it came right on back. So right here on the upside, this is what you're looking for, is 101.04. Then we have to see what the reaction is. Does it go to the next level at 103.52? These are your two key levels of resistance on the upside, 101.04 and right here at that 103.52. Now, if we can start to get above that, well, then we can start climbing up here. Okay, so you got 105 level here. We come up here. We have that 105.90. We come up there, 106.96. We'll follow the candles up at 109 level. Well, here by 110.32, and then we come up here, 111.87 and 113.11. We come up there, 115 level, and then we have that 119.40. Okay, now on here, you can see here how we made that 119.40, and then we retested it with 119.12. See that double top situation? Okay, that tells you when you have these two topping tails like this, that it's going to go either sideways or down kind of situation, and you can see where it fell all the way on down. But I just think Brent is going to be the same way as WTI. It's just going to be higher for longer. I don't see that $58 here anytime any soon here. You have nothing solved, okay? And even if you do solve it, you don't just turn crude oil on, okay? It doesn't work like that. It's going to be long time in the coming kind of a situation. But now with the summer driving, that's really just not good. Now, 51 here, okay, that's not overbought, oversold. The green is below your red here. That doesn't mean that that can't curl up and go up higher, but I just think we're going to be trading, just higher for longer. So really on the downside, just watch this key level right here. This is always going to be key. It's going to be that 98.97, and then right here at the bottom, 94.24. Then watch that price channel at 90.01, and obviously you have your 50-day. But the upside here, very, very simple. Okay, the 8-day and the 21-day. You got to get back above that. You can't be like what here. You went right into that 21-day. Look how strong that 21-day, and it came right on down. Look right into the 21-day, and it came right down. So you got to bust through that in order to go up higher and even do a retest. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Alrighty, here we have natural gas. Now we're all the way down here. Okay, got a low here of 258. We did not hold this key level right here. Okay, so this is 262. That's going to be very, very key. Now that becomes resistance. So we got to get back above it. But what I like to always show you here on this weekly chart is this 8-day. Okay, see how strong that 8-day is. So when you set up your charts, always put an 8-day. It works on any charts. 8, 21-day, the 50-day, the 100-day, and then the 200-day. It works on any chart. I don't care if you're trading a tick chart, a 1 minute, a 5 minute, 15-minute, hourly, weekly, monthly, daily, whatever. It all works the very same. Now you can see how strong this 8-day is. See how it went right into it, came back. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're on the 6th week. We can't get through that 8-day. Just like a big wall of worry kind of a situation. Okay, so. Now, I thought we possibly had this double bottom here, right here. Okay, so we're looking at that 277 level. Okay, so it was holding it for just a little while there. It was holding it, and then it just came right on off here. Then the next level I said we're going to go to is 262. And that's where we're now. We're cracking that. So your next level here, where we'd have to do is we got to come right over here to the left. We're looking at 251. Okay, that's going to be your next target there, 251, and then we'll come right here to the bottom of this candle right there. Okay, what are we looking at? At 245. Okay, and then we come down here. We're looking at that 240 level, and then we have right there, and we have a 229 level, and then we come all the way down here to this 221. Okay, just bring that price channel right across. Now, if that's lost, here's your big target right down here at 187, and then here's your big target at 152. Okay, now easy way I trade this: UNG for the long, KLD for the short, and you can trade those 24 hours starting Sunday night, 8 o'clock, all the way through Friday. 8 o'clock at night. So if you get up at 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night or whatever, you can still get in to trade kind of a situation. Now here on the upside, well, you can see here, it's very, very strong. Look at this 8-day, how strong it is. So when we lost that 8-day, went right to the 21-day. That's why I always point out that 21-day as a catch-all, went right into it and then right on down. Okay, so this is what you're looking for, is 271. That is going to be your upside target here now. Okay, first of all, we're going to be looking to try to get back to that 262. Okay, then your big target is going to be right there, that 271. Then we're going to have this right here, the 21-day at 288. Then we're going to come over here and look at that 292 level. Okay, then we have the 50-day. Okay, look how much resistance is here. Okay, then we have a retest there at 327. Then we have your 200-day, and then we have your 364, which is your 100-day. So right now there is nothing. So what natural gas needs is a catalyst, okay? So bottom line here, what you have to do, if you have a hot summer, okay, and what are you going to do? Air conditioners. What feeds the air conditioners? Power plants, okay? So that's going to be the key. Or we have some kind of an LNG situation where we can start shipping out on natural gas. But you're going to need some kind of a catalyst, something here that's going to take natural gas up. But right now, you just got a total downtrending situation. There's really just nothing. All you got to do is just watch this 8-day. You got to get above that. You got to get above this 21-day, and you got to get above this key 8-day that we've been on there for how many weeks? That's the key. Now, you look at 33. This is still not oversold yet. That can go way down here. This is just sideways action. This is not oversold, and this is not oversold. So you could come down right here to that 187 and at 152. So bottom line here, this is not a buy and hold, long or short. This is a daily trade. That's all you do with this. Okay, let's take a look here now at gold. All right, gold. Okay, very, very nice trend. Now, we still have this uptrending situation. We have a bottoming tail on a daily, and we have a bottoming tail here on a weekly. However, we have a very, very strong resistance right there on that 8-day. Okay, so what do we have here? Look at that. You popped right into it, couldn't get above. Now look what's happening here this week. Popped right into it. So far, we can't get above. So you got to get above this. This is going to be very, very key on the upside. Okay, so we have to basically get above that 48.46. That's going to be very, very crucial. If you do, well, then we can start hitting right here, 48.88, and then we're looking for that 49.11. Okay, this is what my big target is going to be looking for. It's for that 50-day at 49.11. But, big but here, you got to get above right there. That's the key. Once you get above that, then we real test this old topping tail here, old sticky, and then we have 49.11. That's the key. Now we get above that. Well, then we can start rallying up here very nicely. Okay, so you have 5,022 level. We have 51.32. We'll come up here at 51.97, and then we come up all the way up here at 52.48. Then we start looking right here to the left of the chart, 52.99, and then we have 53.94, and then we have 54.34, and obviously your big retest is 56.26 level. But big but here, you got to get above that 8-day. And we got to get above that 50-day, which is going to be very, very strong resistance, as you can see here. Now, remember, when you put these simple moving average on a weekly, they're very either even stronger resistance and support levels than they are on the daily. So always remember that, because that's over a week period of time. Okay, so right now today, this is what you're watching, 48.46. Once you get above that, there's your target at 49.11. Okay, now downside. Woo. Here we go, 47.46. That's going to be very, very key. Okay. And then right here, what do we have? 47.16. Okay, those are your two key levels. Then we'll venture down here, 46.93. There's your 100-day, and then we have your 21-day at 46.79. So you have a lot of support to level it right here. You got the 21-day, you got the 8-day, the 21-day, the 100-day. So these are all your key support levels. But right now, just watch this 8-day. That's going to be very, very key. Okay, right here, just watch that key 8 SMA. That's going to be very key. We've got to hold that. Yesterday, you can see, came all the way down, put a bottoming tail in there, and now look at here, okay? Popped right back above it. So watch that key level. That's going to be very, very key. And then right there, that's your next level. And then right here, 100-day. And then right here is your 21-day, okay? Now, obviously, we lose that. Then we can start coming down to the bottom here at 46.26, and we venture right on down here at 45.80. We just keep right on going 45.10 level, until we start hitting all the way down to that 200-day. But right now, we just have this sideways consolidation, but we still have a nice, good uptrending chart. For me, I only do this on the long side. GLD working out very, very nicely. Now, what I'm watching is right here, that 8-day, and SA, and that 50-day. Okay, so what I'll do if it starts rallying up here, take a scalp ski, and I think we can get right through that 8-day, and then possibly to that 50-day. Then we have to see what the reaction is if we go higher or not. Now, 50, this is not overbought, oversold, plenty of room to run. Green over your red shows momentum to the upside, as you can obviously see. Weekly chart, okay, 57, plenty right there. The green is below your red, but that could curl up here also. So again, this here is looking very, very good as long as we hold these simple moving averages. All right, let's take a look at silver. Okay, silver's been working out very, very nice now. SLV, that's really that's my jam, as they say. Okay, so yesterday closed at 68.28. Right now it's sitting at 70.26, looking very, very nicely. Okay, so this is going to be. You can see here how we got this. Almost looks like a duck right here. Does it look like a kind of like a duck? Okay, maybe it's just me. Okay, anyway, 77.10, and then right above it is 78.03. We got to get cracked through that. Okay, now when you look at this, you have a possible, I say, bear flag situation going here. But if you can close back above that 21-day, that 8-day, that would negate that bear pattern, that bear flag pattern, and we would go higher. Okay, so on the upside, that's what you're looking for, 78.03. But this is the key level right here. It's going to be that 79.13. That's the 50-day. Okay. Now you can see how I rolled it over, but now it looks like maybe it's flattening out. Once we get above that 79.13 level, then we can come right up here. Okay. Then you're looking at 80.32. We'll look up here at 82.76, and if we venture up here, 85.62, 87.69, and then we come all the way up here to that 90.38 level. Then we venture all the way up here, 91.98, and then we have 94.76. Then we have this big retest at 97.30. Now, this is your key levels, 21-day and your 8-day, and this 50-day. Once we get above that, that means your price now will be above all your simple moving averages on your daily and your weekly, and it should be no problem retesting that 97.30 level. Okay, now you're only sitting at 53, plenty of room to run. Green over your red, looking very, very good. This is here, plenty of room to run. The green is still below your red here, showing momentum downside, but just be a little bit cautious because you have a possible, I say possible bear flag, but if we close back above that 8-day, that negates that pattern. Okay, now downside. Okay, well, right here. Got to watch your 100-day. That's going to be key, 76.43. Okay, your next level right there is your 8-day at 74.78. Then we have your 21-day at 73.60. Okay, very, very nice. A lot of nice, good support going on right here. And we're still above this here, this 21-day. But we've got two big obstacles right there, 78.02 and 79.13. Once you get above that, then I say we rip higher. And all we do is follow these candles until we find it where it stops. Okay, very, very simple. Now, if we start losing, say the lowest one, 73.60, then we'll come down here to the 72.54 level. Then we have 69.78. We come down here at 66.70. We have 65.55. Your retest 61.21, and then we come all the way down to that 59.66 level. Okay, we lose that. You got right here the 50-day. But look at here, 58 moving up, 100-day. 200-day. I think it's just going to be a matter of time here once we crack through this that we're going to at least retest this here, this 97.30. Okay, but just be a little bit patient. SLV, great, great trader. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin, working it like a circus monkey here. I'm long and I'm also trading BITX. Okay, simple reason is because we're holding all these simple moving averages and we have this nice, good uptrending chart. Okay, so I even have the longer term for low, higher low situation. But look at this nice, good uptrend that we have going here. You're only sitting at 59, plenty of room to go. Green over your red, looking very good. But what I like at this is look at here. You're at 42. We're at the bottom. Look at this green cross over that red. The little bars are moving up here. Nice. However, we can run into some very, very strong resistance as we go higher. Okay, so now let's take a look at that 75.150 level. Okay, that's what we hit today. All we do is look to the left here. We had 74.895, so we're above that. This is going to be your target. It's going to be right here. It's going to be that price channel at 76.190. And all that is just the top of this candle. Okay, see how easy that is? 76.190. Now we crack that. This is going to be your next target right there at 79.168. Okay, that's going to be your target. Then we get above that right here. We got the right there. That's it. That's your target at 100. A simple moving average at 79.909. Now, we start rocking and rolling here. We got this gap here at 79.660, and we have that fill at 81.210. Then we can just keep right on moving up here. Look at here, 83.210 level. We break all that. You got 85.900 level, and you can work yourself all the way back to that 96 level. But, big but here, we got to see what the reaction is when you hit that price channel at 76.190. Okay, if we even hit it. Now, today could be the high. We don't know that. So, 76.190, that's going to be key. And then right here, watch this 21-day because this is not going to be easy, 79.168. And then we have the 100-day sitting right there. So you got a lot of resistance sitting right on there. Now, on the downside here, okay, this is what you're watching, okay, right here, okay, 71.566. That's your 8-day. Now, you can see how the 8-day is holding it very, very nicely, okay? So that's your key level. Next level is going to be right there at 76.90 level. And then right here, your 50-day at 69.883. Okay, that's going to be very, very key. Now, we lose that. This is going to be the key right here is the 8-day, 69.667 by Friday because it's a weekly chart. So you can see last time it rolled up here, came up here, it looked like it was going to push back up here, and then came right on down. So what we have is we have these consolidation moves, okay? So you can see here how it came right on down, and we had consolidation. Now we have this consolidation again. Is it going to break up through and keep right on rolling here? Or is it going to do just like what we had here, hit that 21-day, and then boom, all the way and down. Okay, so be very, very careful when you're trading this here. So easy way I do is BITX for long, BITI for the short. So this is why I always say is when we hit that price channel, what is the reaction? Okay, does it smash through, head to that 21 day? What is the reaction when it hits that? Does it go to that 100 day, or does it stop it cold, just like we had here? We have the consolidation and then boom, consolidation and then boom. Now again, if it does go boom, this is what we want to watch. It's right here, the bottom 49,365. That's your key level, and right here at 38,540. That's your key level. Okay, which obviously it could happen. It could come here, boom. Okay, boom, and then we come right down there, boom, all the way down to here. Okay, now not saying that's what it could do. I'd say that's what it possibly could do. I'm not saying that's what it's going to do. Okay, so remember, just trade this. So now we're getting towards that upper price channel, 76,190. So let's just see how that all going to shake out here. So, okay, so I'm long and I'm scalping it, and I'm going to see what the reaction is. If we blow through it, your next target right there, next target right there. Okay, let's take a look here now at the old Nasdaq futures. Okay, here we have the NQ, the old Nasdaq futures. Okay, now you can see here we had that double top right there, okay, right there, and then she came right on down. Now, look at that. Look at this nice reversal. Okay, so we are downtrending situation. Now we broke that downtrend and we're moving up. Now, look at this 8-day. Cross the 21-day, cross the 200-day, cross the 50-day. Now we're looking to hold that 100-day. Look how nice this is holding all the way up. That's going to provide very, very good support. So even if it comes down here and holds that level, that could be a good buying opportunity to take it higher. Now, today so far, we hit that 25,674 level. Okay, so all we have to do is look at next level. What we're going to do, we're going to come right up here. You're looking at 25,949. We'll come up here at 26,027. Okay, that's going to be your target. And then we'll come right up to the top of this candle here, 26,118 level. We'll come up there at 26,296. And then we'll look all the way here, 26,349. Okay, and then your big breakout, 26,399. That is going to be your upside. Now, your downside, your key levels here are going to be this 100-day, 25,156, okay? Your 8-day at 24,975. Your 50-day, 24,784. We have your 200-day here sitting at 24,668, and then 21-day at 24,505. So we have a lot of really, really good support going on here, okay? So even if this comes down here, because remember, today's turnaround Tuesday, this could come all the way on down here just because the market is up here. Remember, we're dealing with this war situation. We don't know. But right now here, we broke that downtrend, and we have a nice, good V bottom going on here where we have a left shoulder here and a right shoulder. So this could come down here for more of a right shoulder and go right back up again. So you got to be a little bit patient with this. But right now, looking very, very good. Easy way to trade the old NASDAQ. And the text thing is with an ETF called TQQQ. I trade it all the time. It's works very, very nicely. Big movement, big volume. It's got a small little dividend on it, but it's a really, really good trader. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here at midday trading, and we'll take a look at some stocks. Trade what's in front of you. Now what you want.